All right, good morning, everybody.
I thought we would start the morning rush off with a little bit of anxiety.
Let's do it.
SAT. So let's talk SATs. I'm getting anxiety just thinking about
Oh, yeah, me
SATs,
too.
Okay, so during COVID, a lot of schools, they didn't make kids take the SATs, right?
Yeah.
Well, now a lot of schools are bringing them back as a requirement for applications. So some schools that have dropped testing requirements for applicants are requiring testing again. Those include Dartmouth, Yale, Brown, and others. And meanwhile, others like Princeton, Stanford, Cornell, and the University of Pennsylvania have said they'll remain test optional for the next year or two. And so a lot of it's like, some educators are like, you can't just make these kids like test overnight. They really haven't
Yeah.
been prepping like they did in the past before the pandemic. So it's kind of like, nationwide, it depends on the school as to what they're going to require, but some of them are bringing that back. And so it's probably a good idea for, freshmen in high school to start prepping and thinking, okay, I'm probably, by the time I'm applying for, you're applying for schools, college, you're probably going to be required to do it. Better be prepared,
Oh, yeah.
so.
Do you remember going on like the Saturday to school and sitting there for hours taking this test
In a little bubble.
in the little bubbles? Yeah.
It was I hated it, stressful. And then there was like so many rules of like what you cannot take, make sure you have your ID.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, and I don't know, do kids take it on a computer now?
I would assume so. I really don't
I
know.
don't know either.
Yeah.
But the little bubble.
Yeah.
I'm so glad those days are over.
Yeah.
But it stresses me out just thinking about
Just
it.
thinking about it, right?
Yeah. All right. So here's a question: should you crate your dog? So the answer is, according to experts, is it depends. It depends on your dog's personality. So, some dogs that have behavioral issues, this might not be a good thing. So it's beneficial for, when you are house training puppies or unsupervised dogs. And sometimes it gives some dogs just like it.
Yeah.
It makes them safe. They can relax. But some dogs that are more destructive and they're in there and they're agitated, this might really not be the best thing for them. And they're not going to get better by just crating them.
Yeah.
Some people think that, okay, eventually they'll get used to it and better. So they say if your dog is agitated and clearly wants to get out of there,
Yeah.
you should talk to your vet and kind of see what kind of behavioral things you can do to work with your dog. So it really depends on the dog.
Yeah. Okay. So my dog, when he was a puppy, I put him in a crate to
Yeah.
potty train him.
Right.
And it worked well. Nowadays, I don't crate him unless someone's coming in, like we have maintenance or somebody. I'm like, okay, go in your crate, and he
Yeah.
knows where to go.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I don't crate him.
No, my dog, she has certain areas. So if in our room, if she wants to get secluded, she gets under our bed or she goes under the dining room table.
Yeah.
And we have I feel like this dog is like living the life. She has like beds all over the house.
Yeah.
So but they're like in corners. So she kind of has like that security.
Yeah.
But she's like ready to pounce if someone tries to come
Oh
in.
yeah. Yeah, my dog definitely has his spots that he likes to go to get away.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So
So it all depends on your dog.
it depends
though,
on the dog, yeah.
As far as crating and that sort of thing. Okay, and on the dog theme, for the second year in a row, the French Bulldog reigns supreme, has claimed the top spot as the most popular dog in America.
I think they're so cute.
I do too.
I love Frenchies.
I think they are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is the second year in a row because they overtook, what was it, the Golden
Was it
Retriever? Or
or a lab or
a la-
something.
no, the lab.
Was
That's
it the
what it was,
lab?
yeah. Yeah,
They
so
are cute.
very
Look at
popular.
their face. So anyway.
All right, thank you, Jennifer.
You're
Let's take a look at our local headlines. The Department of Forestry says the brush fire off Taylor's Gap Road in Albemarle County is 40% contained this morning. It has spread some 200 acres. An evacuation order for nearby homes has been lifted. Albemarle Fire Rescue says a fire off Piney Mountain Road is 75% contained. Evacuations were made there Wednesday as well. And in Louisa County, a 200-acre fire has also been contained. That's according to the state. Charlottesville police have responded to an increased number of shots fired calls and stolen vehicles over the last few weeks. We've been telling you about these. CPD says it's seeing a direct correlation between the two, and it's the same thing that happened last year. As for the shots fired calls, Charlottesville Police Chief Michael Koch says what makes the issue worse is that adults are encouraging bad behavior among children. The chief says CPD is still looking for people in connection to crimes within the last few weeks. More students than ever are applying to attend to the University of Virginia. The university reached a record-breaking 60,000 applications for the fall semester. More than 9,000 offers have been made to incoming first years with a deposit extension due to financial aid issues. Students who have already been accepted have several days to visit grounds in April. And 2 Virginia cities are listed by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America as having some of the worst in the nation for people with allergies. One of them is Richmond. Allergy experts at UVA say prime pollination varies every year with the weather and the trees. You can help manage your allergies by changing your clothes and showering after being outside. Antihistamines and nasal sprays can also make a big difference, which, I mean, if you have allergies, you know all the tricks by this point.
Yeah, and it's been an early season. I mean, because of the warmer temperatures, a lot of the trees are in bloom, and unfortunately, the pollen numbers are going to remain pretty high, specifically maple, juniper, and ash tree pollens are running pretty high now. That's going to be the trend next couple of days. A little relief is on the horizon with some rain. Of course, we had those gusty winds yesterday. You'll still have that smell of smoke in the air. There's still a couple of fires continuing across the region. Still not a good idea to do any outdoor burning. Temperatures today will be much cooler. We hit 70 yesterday. Highs today will be in the mid-50s with those calmer winds. And then for tomorrow night, we expect to see some showers develop. That rain's going to continue Saturday. Unfortunately, it's going to be a wet 10-miler for the Charlottesville 10-miler, but certainly the brave at heart will be out there. Our own Eric Pritchett will be running as well. We do dry out for Palm Sunday. We're back in the 60s Monday with clouds increasing Tuesday and more rain on Wednesday. And the more rain we get, that'll help temper some of those high pollen numbers. So again,
that's good news.
Relief. Yeah,
I know some people out there are suffering.
Yeah, a lot of folks are.
Dread this time of year, but hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, David. And thank you guys for joining us on The Morning Rush. We'll see you again on 29 News at noon.